One of the things that is profoundly satisfying and gratifying to me in these days is how God, over the last 30, 40 years, has brought a robust biblical understanding and application of manhood and womanhood to the Reformed resurgence. This book, Recovering Biblical Manhood and Womanhood, is a compilation of chapters that Wayne Grudem and I edited back in 1991, and it is so densely exegetical and biblical as well as application that it hasn't lost its usefulness to this day, and includes friends like Ray Ortland Jr. and Don Carson and Doug Moo and John Frame and Vern Poythress, people like that, as well as some chapters by scientists and social workers and people who are trying to bring manhood and womanhood to bear on all kinds of issues. So it's a very thorough 560-page treatment of the issues surrounding how should men and women understand themselves in distinction to each other and in similarity to each other as both created in the image of God, equal in worth, both having unique callings in the world and yet not the same callings. A man being called to be the head and leader in his home and to be the elders in the church, a position that has come to be known as complementarianism. And this book is the book, I believe, that introduces the term complementarity or complementarians into the language of the church to distinguish it not in identity with traditionalism or patriarchalism or hierarchicalism, but rather in distinction from those as a central biblical way with feminism and egalitarianism over here, and with the more traditional, less nuanced, less biblical, patriarchal and hierarchical views over here that are often criticized by calling them this name. But this is not what this is. This is an effort to get at the core of what the Bible really teaches about manhood and womanhood. So if you want a book on yourself that's a resource, you're probably not going to sit down and read every one of these chapters straight through. But if you look at the chapters and all the different issues that they raise, I think this will prove to be an amazingly valuable resource as you come to terms as a wife or a husband in a home, or as a man or a woman in church, asking what is God's order for how men and women should flourish in relation to each other in these structures.